Okay, so we've reset the car, we pulled the American flag decal off. Next, we're gonna go with our first type of simulated louvers. These are the less aggressive style, they just pretty much go straight up and down. We're gonna apply that the exact same way we did the flag. I'm just gonna show you how this process is so easy depending on all our designs. Let me show you one other trick. In case this comes in the mail and there's some tunneling, that's very normal from rolling up vinyl. Or if when you're trying to remove the backing paper, the vinyl doesn't want to go with it, simply lay it down on a flat surface and squeegee it down. Get that bond again made flat because we've shipped the product to you and there's a good chance that that has become weaker. Now that I've done that, again, same thing, put it upside down, flat. I'm gonna pull the backing at a sharp angle. Same thing. Also wet apply decal. Soak the window. Soak the decal. Slap it in place. Perfect, cuts to shape. You can't beat that. So easy. Oh, look at that. It slid a little. All right, that's fine because of the wet application. I can slide it right back. I'm going to hold more pressure on this hand so I can help anchor it in place and use that center out motion straight up. Check this out. I'm going to flip it so that I have the buffered side. And when I squeegee up, I'll hold the squeegee there for a second, hopefully absorbing that moisture that it's pushing out. Get back. Just squeegeeing out all the water. All we got to do with this one. Unlike the flag decal, this is a very solid design. There's more decal than there is dead space. So we should have pretty good adhesion onto the glass with this one. And unlike the flag, hopefully a very quick, easy, and smooth install. I still am gonna wet that paper and I'm gonna let it sit here for a second. It's a good practice, a good habit, keeps me from accidentally tearing the decal when trying to remove that paper. And you can see, even though we don't have long fingers forming, because that's where the paper was on the glass, we do have these little fingers forming, so we know that the paper's softening up. Oh, decal's coming up with it. Just like last time, it's gonna take a tiny bit more time. Let's just give it what it needs. It needs pressure and time and pressure. Just gonna put a little more pressure down, and that's gonna take a little more time. And I'm a big fan of trying another direction. That first one didn't work. Still wants a little bit more. You notice I don't take my fingernail and drive it way underneath that backing paper or that transfer when I'm trying to remove it. I really use the pad of the finger and try to roll it up. That way I don't get the fingernail behind the decal on accident. Looks like it's starting here. Going very slow, making sure that I don't see any lifting right here. If there's still moisture here and you're forcing it, and this part was dry, but there's still some here, you might see the decal start to lift. If that happens, stop what you're doing, take it back, and just barely apply that decal back down with transfer paper and wait again, because you do not want to get in that situation. Just to help that corner, if you saw, I kind of put my finger back there and got the decal to lay flat on the glass because it was just that corner that was giving me trouble. I'm on a part that was applied. So as you get a little more skilled and you can see those things, it's okay to pull that off and help lay it down with your finger. Sharp angle against the glass as long as possible. Notice too how I didn't pull down because there's so much surface area. I'd rather pull this way. As the decal gets smaller and smaller, it's easier and easier to remove the paper. I'm getting closer to the back, so I keep resetting my hand so I don't switch and start pulling out. There we go. This is our first simulated louver design. This one I can sweep with the towel, not as much padding motions. I don't have all those stars that I'm dealing with. all those sharp edges of the US flag. We've rounded all the edges of this decal so that it's very car wash safe and to give you the best chance of this thing staying long term. Looks great. So this is a very subtle but very neat look. You can see this is matte black on the glass, which appears gloss black because the windows are tinted. So this is a pretty subtle effect. You'd see it nicely when the sun hit it, and you would notice it when you were at a car show. If this car was passing you pretty quick on the interstate, I don't think you would notice it too much. However, if you want this decal in colors, we also offered in that. You could do this in a gloss red and make a much brighter, bolder statement if you so choose.